Absolute classic question, which this year came from Indy, what books are you most excited about, or what has been your favourite read of the year? I had to think for a minute because, again, in our jobs, we all read a lot all the time and things just kind of blur together. It's really easy to forget. But one book that really stood out to me this year, which is at the younger end of YA, but I'm still calling YA, was Pip Harry's Drift. I am quite a big fan of a verse novel when they're done really well, which this is. So Drift is about a boy who's sort of, had to move, resettling and all that sort of stuff. And then into his house comes a swarm, either 10 or 20,000 bees. It might be 20,000 bees. Into the wall of his house. And suddenly he has to process what to do with these bees. So he learns all about beekeeping, which is just something that is fascinating to read about, as well as that sort of coming of age. He's connecting with his mum, he's connecting with the girl next door. It was just so beautiful, and one of those books where this needed to be verse, because the way that Pip spreads the story out visually across the page, it's beautiful, and I read it all in one go and absolutely loved it. So that is my pick, which is Pip Harry's Drift. Nila.
Mine is Hello Sunshine by Kizzy Young, which is actually one of our graphic novels, which I feel like tend to be quite overlooked, unfortunately, but it is the most beautifully illustrated graphic novels that I've seen for a very long time. It's got a very traditional kind of style, which I really liked. It explores a lot of really kind of serious topics, which might not be for everyone, but I really, really loved how it was all handled. So some of the topics are queer relationships. It looks quite deeply at mental health, which I really, really love, but at the same time explores the supernatural world in a way that I feel is quite tasteful, I think.
Okay.
It does explore bullying, so that's something to consider. But yeah, I really loved it. It was beautiful.
One thing that's reminded me of Drift as I'm sitting here is that one of the characters has, I can't remember the proper name for it, but it's when you get anxiety and pick at your skin. And I have that all the time. And I had never read a book where a character had that. I remember when I saw Pip at her event and I was like, ha-ha. I was like, yeah, where is the representation for particular types of anxiety? So if you're an anxious person like me, see yourself represented. Kim.
Yeah, there's a reason my hands are behind my back because I also
just noticed me doing it.
Yeah, I think the book for me would be The Singular Life of Arya Patel by Samira Ahmed. I struggle with sci-fi. I'm not someone who doesn't pick up every genre, but I do struggle to talk myself into sci-fi, and this was just an incredible sort of time slip, parallel universe story about how one girl is fighting to save her mother in one timeline while not trying to fall in love with someone in a different, and that torn motion of, do I stay with a family that I don't know exists really because I'm falling in love, or do I fight to find the mother that may be dying in another parallel universe? It was just so touching and incredibly well written, and I really loved it. It was just a really nice story.
I wrote book club notes for it as I'm remembering as you say it. So if you have a YA book club or something, that is a fantastic pick for it. And I've already written the questions. So.
Well, so I'll talk about what I'm currently most excited about. So we have a book coming out with our Australian publishing YA department called The Waiting Place by Megan Jacobson. And I can't talk too much about it because it is coming out next year. But it is, think, The Good Place, but with a YA protagonist, teen love, cults, questions, existential questions about life and death. And it is
anything about this.
Fantastic. It is fantastic if you love speculative fiction.
Watch me go emailing my boss after this.
Keep an eye out.
You might hear about that one in a future showcase.
Yes.
Awesome.
Get on your radar.
If you want, more books you're excited about, the best place you can go is our social. It's us, a lot of the moment, Nilab and me, posting about books that we're excited about. We have so many books across all of the different Hachette divisions. It can be very hard to keep track of, even for us. I mean, Kim is an absolute legend at it. But so if you want to see, particularly some of those lesser known faves, or something that we randomly just came across and got obsessed and excited about, that is the place to go. Thank you.
Thank you.